Welcome back to another Attack on Titan review. Today is Season 3, Episode 11. I'm Justin.
What is up? I'm Logan.
And together we're Calshot. As always, we are anime viewers only, no source material, and we're going to discuss the episode and give our scores at the end. You ready to jump into this?
Let's go for it.
Yeah, so obviously this one came off a delay of a week.
Right.
Weather issues are messing up this season. Everyone around. Or the summer season, I guess. Now we're in the fall season. No one's been messed up in the fall yet.
Right.
Yet.
Yeah.
Just like
Hope not.
But yeah, a lot of this episode is just exposition, kind of moving the story along.
Right.
So it's been a couple months, I think is what they said.
Yeah,
in the
2
beginning.
months.
Yeah, 2 months. Historia's there, playing with the children and stuff, the orphans, helping out the underworld, and she goes by the cattle farming goddess now. I guess she's herding people like cattle. I don't fucking know.
That's quite a title. Not very, don't know if I'd want that as my title.
I don't think I would either. But hey, I guess... No, I don't know. Or like, you just don't want that title, I don't think.
Right.
Even if it means something well, it's like, nah, it's just give me something better, okay, please.
Right.
But we see Aaron's doing pretty well with this hardening. They're blocking up the hole, yeah, or the wall. And they're making traps to drop a giant log.
They made like a Titan guillotine machine where, the Dome Titans run up to it and then they just drop a log on them. A big log.
Yeah, it's like the Ewoks versus the ATS team.
They're going to have to replace that eventually, right?
That was a pretty big damn log, I guess. So they found some giant ass tree out there and cut it down and hauled it.
Easy. Now we got our... That's pretty much like telling us, all right, they're going to clear out all the Titans. So, we can go plug the hole pretty much.
Yeah, clear out as many as possible. Plug hole, then we're good to go.
Right.
And that's basically a lot of this after here is basically putting the importance on it to get out there too, in a way where when they're at the dining hall, Aaron has the flashback of his father seeing Keith Saders, their commandant.
Right. A lot of this episode was about Keith. Like the whole second half was about him and like his connection to Aaron's father, obviously.
Yes. And mother. So yeah, Keith knew his parents, and we get the story of him meeting them and everything up to Aaron being found out in the forest, essentially, after he had got his Titan powers. So that's a lot of it there. So his father was found outside the wall with only the memories of him being a doctor and his name.
Right. It was...
If some of that is true or not, who knows?
I'm guessing that has something to do with, the rice thing. Because...
Yeah.
That was, I'm assuming, right after he, yoinked the power away. Or not right after, but sometime after.
Yeah, and it might be with, like, the transfer, like the bloodline or something.
Right, it probably, like...
caused him, because
the
main one does cause you to have him alter your memories and stuff, so...
Right.
His father had kind of like a side effect on him for a while. And, he asks Keith to teach him about the world and everything that's going on, economically, like just the world in general, because he had no memory. So he's like, he's a smart guy, so he just needed to be told everything so he could catch on to everything. And of course, Carla, Aaron's mother, is a waitress at the
the pub.
The pub,
bar,
yeah, that's the word, pub.
Food plate, whatever. Drink place.
Pub is more accurate. So that's how they all three got connected.
Right. Aaron's father
And
had like a admiration for Keith. He's like, you know, you're special because you're in the Scouts,
yes,
which is kind
and
of funny because like this whole Keith's whole revelation, like throughout his time with Aaron's dad, is to he like tells himself, "I'm not special. Like, I'm not actually special." Which,
yeah, the fact he thought he was special ended up pushing him on in his life at first, where he's like, if I was a commander, I could show these people that we could accomplish things and have
right.
these. Then, he gets to that position, finds he's not special, and every
Same.
time he comes back, he's the only survivor. And it's like, oh, I guess you're special in a way that you're always surviving, unlike everyone else in your squad.
Right.
And of course, during that time, like, Carla ends up with Grisha, which, not very so happy for Keith because he clearly had feelings for Carla the whole time.
Right. Kind of heartbroken there.
Yeah, he brings in Jaeger, and the next thing he knows, they're getting married, and it's not him getting married with Carla.
His friend swooped his woman from him.
all because, all because he saved her life and her parents' life.
Probably,
I
yeah,
guess.
roughly. Probably started with that.
It's,
And then they had baby Aaron.
which Keith was not a fan of at first when he saw. He was like, he snapped. He just
Right.
flat out snapped when he saw Carla. So just everyone just, well, it doesn't help. You come back, everyone's dead. You had another massive failure. You got like Erwin coming back. His squad's being like a lot more successful, and
Right.
he does give up his
I'll say
commandership
he
to
even
Erwin.
he even passed the leadership, passed the torch to Irwin. Probably for the better.
Yeah, but it's
Definitely
also the
for the
same
better.
time. This is how we got Erwin tied into where his leadership role is now,
Right.
and how he kind of got there. Um. Yeah. And then fast forward a little bit, and we got Aaron being kind of found after the mother was killed,
Yeah.
and Grisha's
Taken
kind of like,
to.
you have to avenge him. He's like, why wouldn't you avenge her? Like, you're special. You're clearly like,
That is a
you
good
have
point.
something going for you.
It is. I wonder why he decided to pass it to Aaron. You know, maybe he knew Aaron had. Well, I guess he always knew Aaron was like determined to be in the Scouts, so maybe he thought, because obviously Grisha thinks the Scout people are special, so maybe that's why he gave it to Aaron. He's like, oh, he's so determined to be in the Scouts, he thinks of them as special people, so he's like, all right, he can do it. But I don't know.
I mean, also Carla talk about how Aaron's special just because he's
He
cute, but
exists.
as you saw, maybe those feelings were passed on to Grisha as well. So, with the combination, he just decided to trust his son with everything. I feel like he could have waited and not done it immediately too.
I don't know. I guess he was in a hurry because the wall got busted. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, he just went with it. He's like, you know what? I want to pass on these powers to you, Keith and Aaron. and, and Keith didn't see everything, but he did see the lightning bolt and stuff, and went out there and found. I guess good thing he decided to ignore Grisha a bit and go out there, because otherwise Aaron would have just been
In a
woke up out there in
forest.
the forest. Like, it's not where he needs to be, because Keith took him back to the shelter. It's like, oh, hey, man, who knows where he'd be at if Keith didn't go out there.
Yeah.
Like, wake up, get killed or something. It's like, what's going on? I'm just out here near nothing. I don't know where I am. But thank you. And, Keith was the one that messed with Aaron's gear,
That was
for
interesting.
his scout training. It proved to him that Aaron is special.
Right. I
He's
think
able
he
to
had,
accomplish things.
a little personal vendetta. Obviously, girl you like got with someone else. That's their child. But Aaron proved himself worthy. Changed his mind, kind of. Like, he's like, damn, this kid's determined. He's special too. I ain't special. That's probably what he's thinking.
Yeah, that's like the story he tells. A
Yeah.
lot of
And then it pretty much ends on they're about to go to, I can't pronounce it ever. They're about to go plug the hole, pretty much.
because they need to get to where they need to go.
All right.
I also didn't write down. I know you're
It's
going
like
for that. You're going for
Shirganshina or something. I don't know.
It's exactly that. Perfect.
But yeah, that's it. That's the whole episode. It was pretty not super eventful in my opinion.
No, not actually. Yeah, not really. I mean, it filled a couple gaps, but that was kind of
Right.
it.
I'm surprised it took a whole episode, Because, I mean, I never thought of Keith as an important character.
I still don't.
Right. I mean,
still
last we
kinda
saw him
don't.
was like episode 4, season 1 or something when he's training. That's it. Like, after that, he disappears. I guess it kind of connects him to his father, but like...
I think it was just like we need someone who could have been connected, so the main characters have an idea of the past and what needs to happen. It's like, hey, Aaron,
Right.
let's fill some more of your past holes. We need someone to who it to be.
It's
Let's
just-
just choose Keith, and
Right.
that's who it will be.
It's just strange because, like, I feel like Aaron knowing that doesn't really change much, Because he already knew his father gave him the power by Titan eating. Like, I feel like him
Yeah,
knowing
that is true, and it's not like
because they like went
he
to
already
him.
knew. I would assume he already knew a decent amount of his mother and how they met and stuff.
Right, he is their child. He probably asked at some point, right?
I would assume so. So like, yeah. Really, the most important part was like the hardening and the traps they were setting up.
Right. It pretty that stuff just felt like it's set up for the next episode. Like, all right, it's good to go. We're good to plug the hole. That's the next mission. The second half was a bit strange to me, to be honest.
Yeah, it was more like, yeah, like you're saying, Keith coming to a realization about being special or not special. Like,
Right.
it doesn't matter if you're special or not, as Carlos says, but that doesn't progress any like character storylines.
Right. That's also because they
There's
went
no
to him as
character
a
growth from it.
They went to him
Like,
as a group, like all curious. And it's like, yeah, he told the story, but at least for now, I don't see them gaining much from that knowledge. Maybe something will pop up later. But I mean, I guess we know who rigged his gear.
I guess. Thanks for that, Keith.
Right.
That's all we needed to know, actually. Who fucking rigged the gear?
Right. Who did it? Who did it? Now we know.
It's like, yeah, who cares about him being jealous and stuff? It's not like it actually ended up affecting anything.
Right.
It didn't stop Aaron from getting where he got. It didn't.
Yeah. But
Scout's already known for having massive failures and people dying. Like,
right. You
yeah, we can
jump
into
into
scores,
scores.
though.
I'll start. I'll say 5, I guess. It was kind of like just average,
Yeah,
I
that's
guess at
where-
best. Cuz like I said, like the first half I could see it's like, okay, we're setting up for this. We got the hardened ability. We're progressing there. We got this Titan killing machine, so we don't have to go hunt Titans anymore. But the second half with the whole Keith thing just kind of felt like a side story, really. It kind of just felt like I don't know. It kind of felt out of place, I guess. It felt like they just put it in there.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna agree with the 5, but like, it's just the story. I don't feel like provides anything. Does it matter if Grisha lost his memories? No, like it doesn't.
Right, it's
really, he still made the actions he made. It's not like it changes anything.
Right, because the story to me was more about Keith in general. Like it felt like it was his story and it
Yeah,
really Aaron and his dad didn't.
and he's already at this point in his life where he can't really change much any now. Like,
Right. I don't know. It just felt weird because I feel like if Keith and Aaron's dad didn't meet, things would be pretty similar. They just have to find someone else to carry Aaron back to the.
yeah, exactly. He could have, woke up and walked there and been fine. You
Well,
don't
I mean that
know.
was
Like,
the intention anyway, but I don't know. It felt strange. Maybe there's something we missed, but right now it just feels like, all right, I guess that's good to know, but nothing like plot wise was provided. Yeah.
yeah, there was. It was just, here's a little fluff, guess. But
Yeah.
yeah, that does it.
Woo! Now spiel time.
As always, to make it to cattle farming goddess and or god, be sure to hit that like, subscribe, notification bell to be notified every time we upload. Comment down below, let us know what you thought about episode. Whoa, what you did or didn't like, anything like that. We score it. Again, no spoilers, confirmed or denying theories. We are anime theories only, and plenty others are. And until next time, peace out.
See ya.